Right, it's time for Showbiz, and Miss G has joined me. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, Israel, and
nice earrings once again.
Thank you. So yesterday, everyone headed for Anas's video at the Accra International Conference Center, and one of the folks that were there, one of the people in Showbiz that we saw was producer director Shirley Frimpong Manso, and she's been speaking to us about her experience.
Interesting, very insightful, very good work by Anas, and I think that it's going to keep every Ghanaian on their toes. So,
what do you expect after this?
I think this documentary will go a long way to change a lot of things in a lot of our institutions, I think. But you know, I'm still trying to process a lot. So
you're shocked?
Yes, some very shocking revelations in there.
Okay.
Right, I also know that Jocelyn Dumas watched it, and she was talking about it. She also thought it was shocking. I mean, the revelation.
A lot of them. I saw Yvonne Nelson there as well, speaking to Efia Pokua. I saw Nanama McBrown, Prince David Osei. So a lot of celebs turned out yesterday to see this. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it.
I don't know. I think I just don't have the courage to go watch this. But okay, let's talk about Edem now. And over the weekend, I think that the Anas story has killed this fire. But over the weekend, JSO, who's a producer and a rapper, started a beef with a song that hits at Manifest. If you follow the story, you know that JSO has called Manifest fake. He's talked about the fact that Manifest is for the hype when the beef started between Manifest and Sarkodie. At the point, he said that he was recording both artists. And he even told us in Preach that, you know, that Sarkodie had told Manifest about that song that brought about the beef. Now, he thinks that he can as well take on Manifest.
Oh, really?
Yes. So Twitter was, you know, everybody on Twitter over the weekend talking about it. So Edem has something to tell both of them, and any other artist in hip-hop that thinks that, you know, the way to go is to jab the other one.
I don't think that both of them need it at this stage in their careers, and or I don't think that JSO needs it. If he really went for Manifest, I don't think that they both need it. I think we have come to the point in our careers where we should promote more unity and more harmony and more love, and trying to help each other excel.
What about the argument that, you know, this helps sell, you know, hip hop, you know, that's the culture and blah blah blah?
Yeah, I think the people who have misled us over the years have stopped. Jay-Z has stopped. So it was actually people misleading us because they were young and stupid, and so we don't have to be young and stupid. If Tupac and B.I.G. were in their 40s or 50s now, they wouldn't, but because they were in their 20s, and so we can be at this age and be doing what people who misled us did. And I'm not saying that you can take a jab at an artist. Sometimes you can take a jab and put it on wax, but I'm saying that it is not needed for anybody to excel. At the end of the day, it's still going to be very great music, and people will have to love it. It doesn't have to do with what you put in it in the form of attack.
And let a dog rest, awake a sleeping giant when it's ball fest. Listen, my man, you be God for your pockets. We know they bow down to idols. We read Bibles with their brothers. We modest, we humble. Don't ever take me for granted. I passed the school of hard knocks, so that gave me advantage. Over you, notice you bogus.
Some good advice to the young rappers.
Well, I'm beginning to think, I need to get in touch with JSO because he's a friend, but I'm beginning to think that, you know, JSO said he had one full album recorded for Manifest with him. I don't know, maybe Manifest didn't go back for the album or something, because don't take me for granted. Why should he say that? Maybe I'll get in touch with JSO.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yes, I will. And now let's talk about Kasum Sinari Bafo.
Okay.
She reminds us most of the time when we meet her that she's Bafo and she's married to Anthony Bafo. And she's been speaking about marriage. She said she's been married for 24 years. And she's been telling us about the experience. How long have you been married?
Not so
13,
long.
no.
Not as long as 13. Not as long, yeah.
Because last year you said 12. Okay, so let's hear them.
Always look up to God. My husband understood what I'm doing now before we got to know each other. And well, we've been married for the past 24 years. And yes, he has to understand that this is what I'm passionate about, and I do understand him too, because he's not always around. But then we actually understood each other for it to get to where we are today.
24 years is a long time.
Yes,
any word for those? Some of us, we've just done 7 months, and we're like, oh,
7 months.
Yeah, sometimes I think that marriage is overrated. I don't know.
No, I believe marriage is a long journey. There are ups and downs. There's no smooth. There's nothing good. Then you have to look up to God, respect your husband, be submissive, and you can make it. Yeah, that's all about marriage.
Okay, so that's Kalsum talking about being married to
Tony Bafo for 24 years.
And I can't wait to hear what Tony has to say about all these that has happened in the football fraternity. Yeah. But again, let's talk about Lilian Esoro. You know, Ubi Franklin, former manager for Nyanya and now manager for Techno. Okay. Yes, Nigerian artist Techno's manager is called Ubi Franklin. And it's the same guy that Ifya Odo spoke about having a one-night stand with, or dating or something like that on TV boldly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're those friend, okay, all right. So okay. Anyway, so Ubi Franklin and Lilian Esoro are in court. They're trying to get divorced, and everybody's talking about this divorce. And so Lilian was here in Ghana, so we thought to speak to her about it as well, and how she feels that the whole thing is in the public eye.
We will not discuss about that because it's still in court, as you know. So yeah, everything is going well.
How do you feel about your issues being in social media, people getting to read about, especially because when I saw pictures, even when your ex-husband was coming from the courtroom and all that, I'm like, no privacy. How do you feel about all this?
You're a public figure. There's really nothing you can really do about that. So you just have to deal with it somehow.
But that photo of them lying in bed is really cute.
Oh, you should have seen their wedding, like, and I don't want to say, but there are some
Did you model your wedding after this?
Oh, no. You know people I would have modeled my wedding after? The Wellingtons, Banky W and Adesua. But these people, they, Tiwa Savage and T-Bills, they had great settings for their weddings. Great, audience, fabric, whatever. But like the Nigerians say, they all form my hand. I don't want wahala. But an update on what we spoke about yesterday. I heard Yvonne Nelson earlier today grant an interview to say that, well, she's never followed My Eyes Wide, that's Jamie Roberts. She's never followed him on social media. And it's true that he's unfollowed her, but that doesn't mean anything. They speak each day, but their pages are for business. It looks like that's what everybody's telling us these days. So now you know that she says that they're still together. The story about she demanding for, some wedding is not true, and they are still together. So that's the latest on Yvonne Nelson.
Okay.
And
at least we have a reaction from
yes.
her. So we'll take it at that.
So thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you too for coming through with Showbiz.
But let's remind them that we are having bridal fair, and you're my groom.
Oh, I've not been told that.
Oh, that's my groom for bridal fair. I'm telling you, and now you know. Thank you.
We'll see about that.